Folks, good evening and welcome out to the 6th annual Columbia Sertoma Club Tailgate for Charity right here at the Coop in Columbia, South Carolina. Guys, we're going to have a blast tonight. This is one of the better events in Columbia. Of course, this is held annually. This year, Clemson is playing up at Clemson, so therefore, the Carolina Clemson Tailgate for Charity is right here in Columbia, South Carolina, of course, at the Coop. Guys, stay tuned as we go around, interview some great former players, have some delicious food, and, of course, celebrate charity, folks, for the Columbia Sertoma Club. That's what it's all about. At the 6th annual Columbia Sertoma Tailgate for Charity right here at the Coop in Columbia, South Carolina. Stay tuned for this week's edition of Hot Rod TV. Folks, hey, it's Hot Rod back on this week's edition of Hot Rod TV. Of course, the Tailgate for Charity, of course, the Columbia Sertoma Club right here at the Coop in Columbia, South Carolina, guys. And I got Mr. Joe Azar. Joe, how are you this afternoon?
Oh, well, we're going to win tonight, Rod. I'll be great after that.
Of course, this is a great event. Of course, Sertoma Club does this every year. Big time charity give back. How does it make you feel to be a part of Sertoma Club and give back to the community?
Rod, Columbia Sertoma Club has got to be one of the most wonderful organizations I've ever been a member of. It's probably the best I've ever joined.
Wow.
And I've been a member of many clubs.
I was going to say yes. And Joe, I tell you what, you're truly one of the good guys. You give back, you're a community activist, and for you to endorse this Columbia Sertoma Club like that really means a lot. And of course, Carolina Clemson, the big game tonight, Carolina driving. What do you think the outcome's going to be tonight?
You know, Rod, I have never, and I got to tell you guys this, I have never put money on a Carolina Clemson game. Never. But I am going to tell you, we're going to win because we're going to wear out their defensive line tonight, and we're going to kill them. And our defense is going to intercept them and strip the ball and run. And you know what, Rod? They're going to get some face masks pulling like that.
Bold prediction, of course, Mr. Joseph Azar. Guys, and also you can find him at Upstairs Audio. 40 years, is that right?
41. People, come on down.
Tell everybody your address so they know where to go. Of course, I know where to go, but tell them where to go. Upstairs Audio, 5 Points.
We're in the heart of Columbia at 746 Hardin Street at Green Street, right across from the fountain. You can't miss us. Upstairs.
Awesome. Joe Azar, one of the good guys here at the Tailgate for Charity, Columbia Sertoma Club. Joe, I'm going to let you get back. Get ready to come back. Guys, we're here at the Coop having a blast on this week's edition of Hot Rod TV.
We're going to come back. Let's go, Rod.
Bye. Folks, welcome back. Of course, the 6th annual Columbia Sertoma Club Tailgate for Charity right here at the Coop, guys. This is a great way for you to give back to your community. And, of course, guys, the big Carolina Clemson game tonight's the night, of course, Saturday, November 24th. I've got a former player from that beloved university up there and one of my best friends in the whole world, guys, Dr. Mark Shirley. Mark, good evening, and let's talk a little bit about Carolina Clemson, man, what this rivalry means to you.
Well, I tell you what, Hot Rod, this game decides bragging rights for 364 days out of the year. And I think it's been almost about 1,400 days since Clemson's had the chance to take that right and brag about it. I'm hoping that ends tonight here. Look out among this crowd, people. One person in orange. One person in orange. I'm the only one brave enough to do it. But you know what? We're going to have a good time here tonight. This game, the state's divided on this. People love it one way or the other.
You're right.
You know, whether you went to these schools or not, it means a lot to these people. It means a lot to the state. And I'm just proud to have two teams that are ranked this high in the state doing this year.
And I was going to ask you, that brings a great question. This year of all years, Dr. Shirley, both teams are very highly ranked, and that's usually not the case, and I don't mind telling you folks, normally Clemson is the much better team, but of late, Dr. Shirley, Carolina has been kind of holding its own. This year, perhaps the highest ranked two teams in the series. Does that make a difference at all for this game?
I really don't think it does. Both of these teams have been bouncing back and forth in the polls. Carolina's been ranked higher most of the season, but I think both teams are great teams. It should be a great battle. I'm just hoping for a good outcome for the orange team.
Absolutely. Now, depending on who wins, of course, I know you're pulling for your beloved university. A lot of us pulling for Gamecocks. Does this game matter on the perhaps bowl seeding for the University of Clemson?
by all means, it does. I think this game is the difference between Clemson getting a BCS bowl game or not. You know, I think if they take care of USC tonight, it thrust them up high enough to get a BCS berth.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm hoping so. A team that is 11-1 or 10-2 shouldn't be in a Chick-fil-A bowl.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Harley. And, guys, I want to remind you, of course, Dr. Mark Shirley, the best chiropractor in town, 612 St. Andrews Road, right there in the shops of Ashland Park, guys. Be sure to go by and see him. Of course, Dr. Shirley, thank you for coming out. The Columbia Sertoma Club, of course, service to mankind. We want to thank you for doing the part. And, you know, what's it mean for you to come out here and give your time and, of course, some great donations to the Sertoma Club?
Yeah, well, I appreciate y'all having me out here. Wonderful event, wonderful organization, great food, great friends and family out here. Just a great event. I appreciate being invited and being a part of it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Mark Shirley. Guys, stay tuned on this week's edition of Hot Rod TV, Carolina Clemson version.
Go Tigers!
Other charities.
Hey, everybody. It's Hot Rod, of course, checking in for this week's edition of Hot Rod TV. Halftime here at Carolina Clemson, guys. Clemson 14-10 over our beloved Gamecocks right now. Having a great time out here at the Coop. Of course, the 6th annual Columbia Sertoma Club Tailgate for charity here at the Coop, guys. And I would highly recommend that you go ahead and put on your calendar for next year, of course. Carolina will be playing Georgia in Athens, and that's when the Sertoma Club will hold the 7th annual Tailgate for charity, guys. We're having a blast, man. All you can eat, all you can drink out here at the Coop, of course. 1100 Key Road right here behind beautiful Williams-Brice Stadium. We're having a blast, so make plans to join us next year. Of course, we're going to continue having fun. It's halftime right now. They're going to start playing some music. We're going to start announcing some charitable events, of course, here on this week's edition of Hot Rod TV. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Hot Rod. Of course, this week's edition of Hot Rod TV, the 6th annual Columbia Sertoma Club Tailgate for charity right here at the Coop. And of course, Mr. Tim Goldman. I tell you what, good game so far. Of course, Clemson a little bit ahead a little bit right now, but that's all right. But let's talk a little bit about the Columbia Sertoma Club. Let's talk about all the good things you do. You know, this was a wonderful event that you invited us down, and let's let you tell the people what the Columbia Sertoma Club does, in your opinion.
Well, you know, we like to get people together and have a good time and raise awareness for some causes going on in the community.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, we raise money just by hosting events, getting donations, sponsors, people that come out and spend their time with us.
Absolutely.
And that way we make a big impact in the community.
Well, Tim, I can tell you this is a great event, of course. Carolina Clemson game is up at Clemson this year, and as you know, a lot of people can't drive that 3 hours, and it's probably one of the hardest tickets in town to get. So you guys do this, and of course next year it'll probably be the Georgia game where Carolina will visit Athens, so you'll probably do it again. So it's got to make you feel proud. Of course, you got a great turnout here, a lot of Carolina, one rowdy Clemson fans so far. But what do you? That's about all we need. What do you think's going to happen tonight? You think Carolina's going to get on track tonight?
Yeah, it's a tough game, but they're coming through, and it looks like we have a battle on our hands. So I'm still sticking to my original score, 24-17 Carolina, and it's not halftime yet. So maybe we should interview again in the third quarter.
Well, guys, once again, Mr. Tim Goldman, if you're not friends with him on Facebook, be sure to make him a friend, guys. He's always posting about some great events around, of course, the Midlands and, of course, the Columbia Sertoma Club. Tim, thank you so much for what you do, and, of course, from the bottom of my heart, man, this has been a wonderful year, and I look forward to 2013.
Thank you, Rod. Appreciate it. Me too.
All right, folks, Tim Goldman, of course, on this week's edition of Hot Rod TV, the 6th Annual Columbia Sertoma Club Tailgate for Charity, right here at the Coop. Stay tuned as the fun continues on Hot Rod TV. Hey everybody, it's Hot Rod, of course, on this week's edition of Hot Rod TV, the 6th Annual Columbia Sertoma Club Tailgate for Charity. I got my main man, the great Willie Scott. Of course, good game so far. Carolina's in the lead. What do you think's going to happen this fourth quarter?
Tell you what, if they keep going, I think if they get one more score, maybe they might shut it down. But I'm just telling you that Clemson's been not unstoppable, but they can't expect them to stop them everywhere. But Carolina's had the hand on the ball, and they're doing a great job of just keeping it.
Well, I was going to say, Willie, you made a great point a little bit earlier, and you said, Carolina maybe get ready to punch it in, folks. And you said if they do that, that gives Carolina a 10-point lead. That may be a little too much for Clemson to overcome.
No doubt about it. I just think if they just keep steady, keep things going, they can see maybe the other side of the light there, because I'm just telling you that. But Clemson is explosive. I mean, you can't give them a break now. Y'all say you're not going to be able to shut them down all night. So we can just stay in front of them a little bit. We'll be okay.
Exactly. Last question, of course, the Columbia Sertoma Club, service to mankind, of course. You and I do a lot of these events. What's it mean for you to come out here, give your time, and especially to sports such as big rivalry?
Well, I don't care how busy I am. Anytime they can help out the community, I think it's we have to do that. We have to do that. We deal with children and kids all the time. So whenever we have a chance to raise some money and do something to help another kid, we got to do that.
Absolutely. Well, guys, once again, the 6th Annual Columbia Sertoma Charity Tailgate for Charity. Guys, I would encourage you to come out next year, be a part of this. Carolina's going to go to Athens and play Georgia. We're going to do it again, of course, for myself and, of course, the great Willie Scott. Guys, be sure to support the Columbia Sertoma Club. What a great cause. Willie, I'm going to let you get back to the game, and go Cox.
Go Cox.
Hey, guys, it's Hot Rod on this week's edition of Hot Rod TV. Carolina's getting ready to do it. Guys, it's over, and you hit. USC 27, Clemson 17. Guys, make plans to join us next year. The Columbia Sertoma Club 6th Annual Tailgate for Charity. I've had a blast. I hope you have. And remember, the Sertoma Club, you got to get involved with them, guys. They are the best organization around. Until next week, I'll see you right here on Hot Rod TV. Let the festivities begin. Go, go!